What you see here is after my first set of passes with the 500 grit paper on the headlight restoration system. It's the yellow system, the system I'm using from 3M, and you can see there's a good bit, if I wipe my hand on it, a good bit of plastic that does take off, and you can see along here where it's building up at the bottom. And then you can also see, as I get in here a bit closer, it does leave some swirl marks, and it also does make your entire lens quite foggy. Not to worry, it will get better with each subsequent step. So I will wipe this off and then move on to the next pad and be right back. This is now after the second stage, having moved from the very first stage with the P500 onto the 800 grit. And you can see, if you look closely, you can see some of the swirls. This is the second level, where some little bits of plastic are slowly starting to fill in the sandpaper. And you can see it even worse from my earlier first grit that I went through with the 500. So this lens is with the 800, and you can see now that the entire lens is cloudy. You really can't even see the light bulb that's hiding in behind there, and I suspect if I were to turn the headlight on, it would not glow very well. It would not penetrate through there nearly as well as you'd like to drive down your road. But do not abandon hope. It will get better. I have now completed the third stage using what they call the Trizact disc. It's a thin foam disc, again with the Velcro attachment, and it's a 3000 grit apparently, and you can see it leaves a little bit of residue as you go, but if you come in and you take and you wipe this, you can see just a remarkable level of clarity starting to come through. The difference between the last stage and this stage is just night and day, where just a scant few minutes ago you could not even see that there was a light bulb in behind this lens, and now you're beginning to see just the real clearness starting to come through. There is one more stage with a rubbing compound, and then I will finish it off with some Meguiar's glaze, and we will hopefully have a beautiful, almost clear as new lens for far less money than it would have cost to buy a new one. The final level is done with this foam pad that you apply the 3M rubbing compound that comes in the package, and there's honestly enough there to do, I bet you 10 or 12 headlamps, at least these lenses, this larger size than the minivan I would guess. So you can do quite a bit of surface area with it. And you apply that rubbing compound to this, and you just go ahead and do 6, 8, 10 passes until it becomes just crystal clear. You do want to go a little bit slow when running that in your drill, because otherwise you will begin to fling the rubbing compound, as you can see, splattered across the front of my minivan. I guess you'll live and learn. That was in the warnings, and I didn't heed that warning, and they were correct. If you turn the drill too quickly, it will toss the stuff everywhere. So I will have a little bit of extra cleanup, but indeed, you can see just what a wonderful, amazing difference it has made. What you are seeing here is now the final product. I have just applied Meguiar's number 10 clear plastic polish, and rubbed that around a couple of times across the entire thing just to give it one final cleaning and shining. And the difference from when I started 15 minutes ago, or maybe 20 minutes ago, to now is just absolutely amazing and dramatic. Now, does that mean there's not still a few, you can see some of these imperfections? No, there's still some minor imperfections where larger rocks over the years have hit it. This isn't going to get out those big divots from the plastic lens. But what it's going to do is take out those microscopic ones and then take off kind of that yellowing layer to give you again a clear lens. And what a fantastic difference this has made. I'm taking an extended road trip in the next 24 hours, and we'll be doing some nighttime driving. And I'm really looking forward to once again having much brighter headlights. So this is again Big Chris for the Car Lust blog, signing off.